We continue to make transactions and now we will work with a composite transaction. Composite transaction means that we will use three and more accounts to make the transaction. And this is most common because a lot of company pay value added tax and have some currency changes and so. But we will work with you with the transactions where we use three and more accounts. Let's start with the first one. Again, read this economic activity and understand what really happens. And also try to find, not try, but find to the words account numbers from the chart of account. Let's start. We received goods from the supplier on the post payment terms. Post payment terms means that we already have the goods, but we didn't pay yet. We will pay it later. So, and we will sell this goods by ourselves. The value of the goods is in the documents, like invoice is 3,000 euro without value added tax. This is value added tax. And value added tax is 21%. It's different in the different countries. So the total value for the goods we get is 3,630. And we are VAT payer. So what does it mean? How we will build up this transaction? We need to um, record amount without VAT and amount of VAT. Value added tax is the tax what belongs to the country, to the state or the government. So, and we need to count it separately from the amount uh, without VAT. So, um, the transaction we will build like this. So we have a debit, the credit, and the first amount what we will record will be amount without VAT. And the second part of this transaction is debit, credit, and VAT amount. And now we are making, let's first of all find the accounts. So if we receive the goods from the supplier on a post payment terms, this is passive account. That's mean I have liabilities. Always when we make transaction, we are sitting on the company side, and so we are thinking like this. I get the goods, I didn't pay yet, so this is my liability. This will be account 5310. And if I didn't pay it, that means my liability increase. So then I get goods. Goods is an asset. And if I get goods, it's increase. It's account 2130. And the third account what we will use is VAT, value added tax. Value added tax usually is a liability. We will work that we will use just one account for value added tax, 5721, and this account we will put on the debit side, on the credit side, according to the situation. So, and account number for this is 5721. And in this situation, when we get the goods, um, we will pay this value added tax to our supplier. And according to the system, declaration system, what we have in my country and in Europe and in a lot of countries, not everywhere, because we have two system how governments collect value added tax. But in the countries when we have this declaration system, that means if I paid the value added tax to my customer or to my supplier, that means through the declaration I will ask this payment back from the government. This is in the tax course. I wouldn't explain it more, but we will just do the transaction. Welcome to the next lessons. So now we have all the information, and let's start build up this transaction. So first will be amount without VAT. Now I replace it with 3,000 euros. And value added tax is, I will replace with 630. Always, when you start to make entries, start to think what you already know about what you are sure. Because if you put already one account in this transaction, then there is just one left place where to put another card. Let's start with the easiest part. So, to supplier, we need to pay in total for the goods 3,630. That means I need to pay the value without VAT and VAT. And if my liabilities increase, that means account 5310 I will put on the credit side. So in this situation, I will put 5310 for both amounts. Why? Because totally, just a second, because I need in total to pay to my supplier 3,630. It counts together. And now I will put in the debit side. What is 3,000? 3,000 is the value of the goods I get. So then in the debit side, I will put 2130. And what is 630? It's a value added tax, and account for the value added tax is 5721. So in this transaction, what helps you to build up the correct transaction is that you remember that you need to pay all this money to your supplier. Okay, let's continue with the next one. You can make a pause, do it by yourself, and then continue and compare your answer with my answers.